What up, y'all? It's your man SamAnt. We are live on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here at Viral Hip Hop News. Appreciate each and every one of y'all who will be coming in the building to share a little bit of time with us this afternoon, man. Go ahead and hit that like button as you enter the room. Go ahead and drop them area codes, them zip codes. Let me know where you're listening. Let me know where you're watching as you come through. We are going to have a dope show this afternoon, man. Got the good brother Chakra Dr coming in the building, man, out of New Orleans. Gonna talk a little bit of Rico versus hip hop and some other things, man. So tap in, enjoy yourselves, and let's get to work, man. Let me know how y'all feeling out there. Let me know how y'all doing out there. We definitely gonna get it busy, man. So as you guys come through, let me make a couple quick announcements before we get this joint started. And like I said, man, let me know where y'all listening. Let me know where y'all watching. Drop them area codes so I can shout them out during the stream, man. I love to know where y'all listening and where y'all are getting this information, man. I definitely appreciate everybody that listens wherever they're at, man. So go ahead and do that. But before we get started, if you are an artist, if you are an entrepreneur, if you have a product or brand and you want to get that promoted, highlighted here on Viral Hip Hop News, hit me up at samant@vhiphopnews.com. That is samant@vhiphopnews.com. London, UK is in the building. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. We got the Chakra.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What's poppin'?
Chilling, man. How you feeling, brother?
Cooling, retarded, drooling, man. Trying to get it in.
I
Trying to get
heard
it in.
that, man.
Sorry I'm late, everybody.
Nah, we good to go, brother. You are always on time and ready to rock, man. But before we get started, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor.
What up, everybody? It's the Chakra Doctor. Put your money where your mouth is. June 11th, 2022, Houston, Texas. All-day healing event from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Private sessions, group sessions, positive food, positive music, positive people. The link is in the description of this video, and you can call the number in the flyer for more information.
Dope, man. Dope. So you got an event going on in Houston, man, where you're going to be blessing the people. Let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah, man. So, as a lot of, I don't know, how many people do know or not, but Chakra Doctor, that name came from me becoming my own master of yoga. I created my own yoga brand, my own yoga genre. I'm the only black man on the face of the planet who is alive today that can claim that he created and invented a new genre of yoga created for us by us, meaning, my main goal and cause has been and always will be to seek to heal myself. And who am I? I am black. And so it started off with yoga. And this yoga is a stillness yoga. It's a yoga rooted in stillness where you're not going to be doing all of the movements and poses and things of that nature. It's more of a stillness, either sitting in lotus pose or lying down on your back in Savasana pose. And it is called FCA Yoga. And the FCA stands for Full Chakra Activation. It is a guided meditation that guides you into not only participating with, but actively and physically feeling as physical sensations all of your chakras simultaneously coursing throughout of your body. And it feels electric, it feels magnetic, it feels like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. It feels, and I have the heart mat to prove it. I have the heart mat. It improves HRV, heart rate variability. If anybody knows anything about that, heart rate variability is very, very important. And so FCA Yoga improves heart rate variability first try. I have the heart math data on that. And I always been doing it in crowds of people. I always do it to get people like-minded to come together. And I'll be doing that in Houston. It will be FCA Yoga from 3 to 10 on June 11th. And it's going to have food. We're going to have all kind of other things within that realm. It's not going to just be, we just sitting there doing some yoga. But it's going to be doing FCA Yoga and a bunch of other things when it comes to my brand, and everybody knows what it is that I do. I'm going to have some miracle food samples. I'm going to have vegan eating. I'm going to have a lecture. I'm going to give a live lecture. You know what I mean? I'm going to have private sessions as well as group sessions, and it's going to be a wonderful. We're going to have music. We're going to have wonderful. It's going to be it's in a nice neighborhood, gated neighborhood. Um, I got a big old nice Airbnb house to do it in, and it's going to be just like-minded people getting together and helping, saving the children, saving ourselves, and healing ourselves. Man, that's what I always been about, and that's what it always will be about with me.
Dope, man. I love to hear that, dog. Cause we've been doing this for well over a year now, shit, damn near a year and a half, and to get to know you and to get to see the growth throughout time, man, and to see you putting on events is absolutely just, I love it, man. So I'm proud. I can't wait till it gets a little closer to where I'm at up top. I know we were talking behind the scenes about that, and very excited for you, brother. Congratulations, and tap in with the brother Chakra Doctor at chakradoctor.org. And like he said, the link will be in this description box at the conclusion of this video. I will definitely make sure of that. So let's get to it, man. Let's get to the hip hop thing. I got the title of the video. Now, usually you and I kind of talk behind the scenes and get a little play-by-play of what we're going to talk about today, kind of going off the cuff. But I know, you know what I mean? But I know you and I both know about this Rico shit that's going on in hip hop just recently.
Right, I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm getting this right here.
I got you. So just recently, Young Thug, Gunna, we've seen Cassanova 2 times. They're all getting caught up in these Rico charges, man. And before that, we seen AR-Ab out here get caught up. And the number of those list goes on and on, Rico in hip hop. I want to get your initial thoughts on what you're seeing out here, and then we can kind of take it from there. But what's your thoughts on, let's take it from Young Thug and Gunna. What's your thoughts on Young Thug and Gunna getting hit up, and what do you think the ultimate result of that is going to be?
So I'm a big fan, like I told you before, I'm a big fan of energy, and I'm a big fan of attraction, of the law of attraction. I wholeheartedly believe in the law of attraction. And I am from the streets. I'm from the streets. I made it out the streets into a successful life, into a completely 100% entrepreneurial life. I completely turned my life all the way upside down and flipped it around. And so to know what it's like to do that, and the actions and the mindset and the emotions and all of the different people, places, and things that you have to surround yourself with, I know for a fact that Rico cases don't come without you attracting them. All right. Somebody, meaning yourself, who got charged with the Rico, you had the wrong people, the wrong places, the wrong thing. You was committing the wrong acts in order to attract that type of heat towards you. Understand that when the feds, or not even the feds, when the state police come or when the police come, understand that they're not just coming just because they're coming. They ain't just say, "Oh, I'm about to pick on you." It's because you was doing something, whether you was a freedom fighter like our ancestors, and they was doing something, and the police came for them, okay? Or if you're in the streets and you're doing something, and the police comes for you, but they don't just come for anybody, all right? They always come with an objective. They always come with an ulterior motive. They always come with a direct line and address of who we want, how we want you, why we want you, and everything when they come to arrest you. So I'm a big fan of, no, man, you can't be this stupid in this generation to live a life like that and then wrap it in your raps and not expect people to put 2 and 2 together when you putting everything on social media for everybody to see. Remember, when I was coming up in the game, when we was coming up in the game, we didn't have the detriment of a person with a phone that can just record us doing our dirt.
Right.
So a lot of dirt that you see today, it's been going on, but you never was able to see it because there wasn't the technology of smartphones. But now the technology of smartphones is around, and you're able to see everything, which you can't stop that technology. The only thing you can do is adjust to the frequency, adjust to the culture. So if the culture says that they're observing your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Snapchat, your Twitch, and all of these different platforms, your YouTube, and all of this, right? And they got something called a hip hop police. They got the federales looking for these rappers that are really acting out what they're saying in their rhymes. They got the state police working on all kind of stuff, right? If you know this, but you still continue to associate yourself with gangbangers, still continue to associate yourself with people who are convicted felons, still continue to associate yourself with people who are in that realm, right? Once you do that, all bets are off, bro. You can't tell me you didn't attract that to you. You are what you attract, and if you hang around something long enough, eventually I don't care if I don't smoke crack. If I go hang in a crack house long enough, one of the crack house repercussions is going to happen to me.
Facts. You know, and that's the thing. We talked about it on the podcast, man. Like, we see a lot of people, a lot of social media, the celebrities, hip hop, whatever, free Gunna, free Thug, free Cassanova. And of course, as brothers, as motherfuckers who have dealt with shit, why wouldn't we want to see our brothers free from the bullshit we know they're currently in? But when is it time for us to take the damn leash off of them and let them go and walk on their own and be accountable for their own goddamn actions? We were happy and thrilled to see these brothers get out of the situation they were in, to live lavish lifestyles, to be able to do what they do and finally win and get out of these situations. Who are you to get back into it and get deeper into it and get caught up? And now we got to say free. It's bullshit. You got to hold yourself accountable. And I get tired of these rappers and I get tired of these hip hop artists working and busting their ass to get out of these situations, only to put themselves deeper in it once they become successful. I don't understand it. But what do you think about the whole free thing? Like, when we see it on social media, are you cool with that? I know you were sitting in that situation, so it may be a little different than my eyes. Am I wrong in saying that? How do you feel?
Yeah, well, you're definitely right in saying that, man. A grown man and a grown woman are held accountable to their actions, but we live in the world of they. We live in the world of they be, right? And when you call yourself babies, and you're gonna act like a baby, you're gonna act like a child, you're gonna act like the consciousness of a child. So, with that being said, there has to be a level of accountability, right? But this is the most unaccountable generation that there ever was, right? And even the older generation is encouraging the unaccountability. They're participating in the lack of accountability. But I get into it a little deeper, and I say, if you pay attention to the timeline, to the Young Thug timeline, man, the Young Thug stepped on a big fish's toes. He stepped on a big whale's toes, and I was just telling everybody my conspiracy theory on that, my behind the scenes conspiracy theory on that. And I said, I call this the revenge of Lil Wayne. And once you know that when a person is playing with hundreds of millions of dollars, when a person is playing with billions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, understand that the police is no longer their enemy. Okay? You have to understand that. The police is no longer your enemy once you're 100 millionaire, 200 millionaire. Why? Because them same police you can employ, actually give them a job.
Right.
Okay? And most rappers do that. They hire them for security. They hire them to keep them protected in certain places where they go, because they know they're rapping a lifestyle that they live no longer. They no longer live this lifestyle anymore, but they're still portraying that they live this lifestyle to these youth. And they go into these places and they have to have protection because you know you're not living that lifestyle anymore, right? And so now when you're at that level of money, working with the police is actually beneficial to you, okay? Working with the feds and all that stuff is beneficial to you. Why? Why is it beneficial to you? Because you are their boss now. You are no longer subjected to their scrutiny. You are the one who can manipulate their movements and how they get to move in the streets because of your money. All right? Now, looking at Young Thug and looking at the whole Lil Wayne got shelved with the Carter 5 event, let's go back it up. Okay? Lil Wayne got shelved with the Carter 5. Anybody know why? Birdman had a new lover that called him baby and called him lover and said I was smoking on his penis. Let's go back and get the ritual. And my man's SamAnt, I remember you had asked somebody about the dress ritual before, and Young Thug was one of the ones that multiple times, over 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 times, you can catch him wearing makeup, lipstick, dresses, and using what one might call dick or phallus appropriations in a non-heterosexual or non-straight man's way, right? When that happened, the rumor was, just a rumor allegedly, that Birdman and Young Thug was loving on some love stuff, and Lil Wayne was jealous and got shelved. So much so that Young Thug became the new Lil Wayne. He had the dreads, he had the tattoos on his face, and he even called his project the Barter 5 Project, in mocking of the Carter 5 project being shelved because he was the new fresh blood into the Birdman engine. And everybody knows Birdman is the little engine that could when it comes to these little young boys and booty banding and these little boys. And I can say that. I'm from New Orleans. Nigga, fuck you. You can't do me nothing. Bitch, my magic good too. Fuck wrong with you. So I just said that this is my opinion, and it does not reflect the opinion of the person that's interviewing me right now. But I'm just doing my timeline. When y'all was going through that feud and Lil Wayne bus got shot up and Lil Wayne got shelved for how many years? 4, 5, 6. How many years? Lil Wayne's career has never been the same ever since Young Thug has come into the game. Young Thug came into the game and completely ripped the rug from under Lil Wayne. Nobody analyzes this from a real nigga street perspective. I noticed that. Lil Wayne sat there and took that shit like Chris Rock took the slap from Will Smith. He said he took it inside. He took it and made it entertaining. He made mixtapes about it. Fuck Birdman and da 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 da. And he got his pain out on record. But nothing really happened. Right? Time passes on. Drake is now super. You thought Drake was super mega when Lil Young Thug came into the game. Right. Drake is super. Drake is bigger than Lil Wayne and Baby.
Yep.
Nicki Minaj is bigger than Lil Wayne and Birdman.
Yep.
Right? Yep. With these record labels, you're only good as your last project. Now let's analyze the time since Young Thug been in the game and Lil Wayne been shelved. When's the last time that Birdman had an actual hit recording artist outside of Lil Wayne? Because remember, Drake and Nicki, that's accredited to Lil Wayne. That's why he has his own Young Money imprint under Universal.
Right.
You understand? So when you're talking about Drake making a hit, that credit goes to Lil Wayne. When you talk about Nicki making a hit, that credit goes to Lil Wayne. Now, when's the last time Birdman had a real artist that had a real hit? Number ones that could sell 1 million in 1 week, that could move a whole crowd, to move the whole world. It hasn't been a while. It's been a while since Birdman has actually been the number one seller. Okay? Now, analyzing that, you're only good as your last previous bodies of work. And Birdman, your last bodies of work has been what, Jacquees? For lack of a you right? Yeah. So you ain't really been doing ever since you and Lil Wayne been beefing Birdman, you've hit the shitter and you haven't had a good track record of getting a new artist to replace that void that Lil Wayne left when you shelved him, right? Lil Wayne in the cut, my belief, the whole time, plotting, planning, getting up his connections. He meeting his white boys. He getting cool with all the people he need to get cool with. He aligning himself with all of the big fish he need to align with. He went and got Drake. He went and got Nicki. Remember when they did Truffle Butter? Remember when they always did these projects together, showing that we are on a united front with Lil Wayne.
Right.
Lil Wayne sold his masters for $100 and something million and showed them people, look what I'm willing to do to get this number one spot. Now, all of a sudden, out the blue, Young Thug gets pinched. Bam. Right? After Young Thug gets pinched, next thing you know, I'm a street nigga. Within a month, the Bloods in the Bronx, why D-Things G's, he gets pinched. Whole Rico act. I said, now, SamAnt, my question to you is, do you think that's a coincidence that right after Young Thug gets pinched, Rico gets pinched?
Not at all.
For the same thing?
Not at all.
Rico? Not Rico, but D-Things gets pinched for Rico?
For Rico.
I don't know. Man, listen, in the streets, guess what that means in the streets? Somebody in that YSL snitching like a motherfucker, man. Whack 100 told y'all be thinking Whack 100 be lying. No, Whack 100 is a man of understanding. He came from the streets. He's made it to the legit side, and he know that this shit is WWE wrestling gossip. This shit ain't no real. I ain't even about to get involved in no real street nothing. He's young. Whack 100 always they say that what he keep them young niggas from around him. Keep y'all young dumbass from around me. Don't come around me with that craziness. I don't deal with that street stuff. It ain't about business. Don't even talk to me. Why? Because he knows what comes with it. He knows that they're watching. He knows that he's from the streets and he has millions of dollars now. And if you're from the streets with millions of dollars, they will always keep an eye on you. Make no mistake. And for the fact that they were able to mount up enough evidence to arrest you on a Rico, that alone, Young Thug, says that they had some shit on you. Now, we're going to see if you use your Freemasonic ties and your brotherhood connection ties to get up out of this one like T.I. Because T.I. leveraged and got up out of his case, his federal case. Lil Wayne leveraged and got the president to pardon him. Kodak Black got the president to get him. Let's see where your power lies at, Young Thug. Because niggas with money are able to pull off acts like Puffy. Remember? Shine got pinched and Puffy got away. The nigga with money gonna always be able to get away. Because remember, YSL and Gunna are the two top leading artists on the 300 camp roster. Okay, that's the biggest. Their biggest artists, Megan Thee Stallion and YSL.
Right.
Okay, if YSL goes to the shitter 300, y'all are in trouble.
Yeah. So let me ask you, knowing all that, right? Knowing the connections he has and the track record of people with money in situations being able to kind of slide their way out of shit, what do you think is going to happen to Young Thug and Gunna? Because in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I think he's about to sit down for a little bit just because of the dumb shit that he did. And your Lil Wayne, that analogy really, I wanted to ask about that too, because that made me think a lot too. But what do you think will ultimately happen to Thug and Gunna in this situation?
In my situation, in my situations that I've been in with the police of this in the crimes of this magnitude with this many people involved, too many people snitching on you right now, Young Thug. The only way Young Thug actually, like I told you before, if Young Thug pulls off a T.I., see, but this not a federal case. If this was a federal case, I say he'll be able to pull off a T.I. This is a state case, but has Young Thug ever actually did time in jail before, like real convicted felon crimes?
I know he got a bunch of mugshots, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he's got arrests, but I don't think he has any real convictions.
Right.
So if he does lay down, it's not going to be for a big, stupid, long, retarded amount of time like you think. But it's going to be significant, 10 years or better. If he lays down on Rico, Rico, I don't even think Rico is even eligible for 10 years. I think Rico is like a mandatory 25 or some shit. When you talking about the Rico, when you talking about Rico Act, that's for people that's for kingpinning and shit, you know? So I think that's 25 to life with the Rico. So if he's gonna get out of this, somebody in that camp gonna have to do some snitching like they already been doing already. I feel like somebody in this camp been snitching. I feel like the people in his camp that was snitching, snitched because of the evidence that the police showed them that we've been monitoring y'all for 12 years. Listen, if a person's been monitoring you for 12 years while you've been on lean, popping pills, fucking models, beefing with this nigga, beefing with, remember, I told you the Lil Wayne thing, the YFN Lucci fucks with Reginae Carter.
Yeah, oh man.
YFN Lucci and Reginae Carter are like this. Y'all remember this now. Okay now why is YFN Lucci and Young Thug beef and YFN Lucci got, once again, that I call it the Lil Wayne's revenge, bro. I felt like Lil Wayne sat up in his kingpin chair and he pressed buttons and he said, you know what? You got me shelved, Young Thug. That was a nice chess move. I'm talking about when Lil Wayne was going like this, man, that Carter 5 was set to do $1 million in 1 week. That Carter 5 was set to do $1 million in 1 week. Everybody waiting for so long. You took the fire out of Lil Wayne, bro. Lil Wayne ain't got no hair on his head no more. Lil Wayne going bald head. Lil Wayne stressed out. Lil Wayne look like, man, you go look at Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne look old as fuck, and he's only 40. He's about to be 40 this year, right? And I'm telling you, that's from when they shelved him and he went through that 6 year battle with being shelved, you know what I mean? That $50 million and all of that type of stuff, man. And Young Thug is the cornerstone of the Lil Wayne descent. So Young Thug is actually the representation of, Lil Wayne's downfall, if you will, when it comes to not being popular more. We know he's gonna always be the GOAT. We know his catalog don't miss. We're just talking about him being the actual current GOAT, right? That he could have been. He could have had him about 5 more years if Young Thug when it came in and boom and swept the rug from under him. And I felt like he just waited. He bought his time. He waited till Drake, because Drake half Jewish. Drake cool with the Jews. Nicki cool with the peoples. Man, listen, Nicki cool with 6ix9ine. Nicki cool with 6ix9ine in them, bro. Nicki do videos with 6ix9ine. Like, hey, bro, I know 6ix9ine is the feds. You can't tell me 6ix9ine ain't the feds, nigga.
1,000%.
Nigga, and Nicki is cool with 6ix9ine. And your Lil Wayne ain't had no problem with Nicki doing the fucking video with 6ix9ine. So I'm pretty sure Lil Wayne is kicking it with presidents and getting presidents to pardon him. He is not no street nigga. This is not street nigga moves. Street niggas don't make moves to get presidents to pardon you and sell fucking catalogs to Universal for hundreds of millions of dollars. Stop thinking that when these dudes get rich, that they still gotta abide by the poverty street code mentality, when in actuality, the very poverty street code mentality, they are now the employers of. They're the ones that put out the music that keep you niggas in poverty and keep committing the crime. They're the ones, remember, Future don't drink lean, but he talk about sipping lean. Future talking about shooting ops at a cop, but his son just graduated high school.
Yep.
Lil Wayne's children graduate high school. All of these dudes rapping about dropping out of high school. But their children graduating high school. Their children graduating college.
With honors.
With honors.
Yep.
While they perpetuating the youth to go out and shoot the op and bust at a cop and do all these ignorant things because money, that is not money. Money is not shooting at an op and busting at a cop. That don't make you no money. Okay? These are dudes with hundreds of millions of dollars. You actually think that they're shooting at ops and popping at cops, or do you think they are employing cops to harass their ops? Which one?
Let me ask you this, because that's the dots that you're connecting are very intriguing. When you brought up Regine and YFN, that shit fucked me up, because it's like, damn, how intertwined is this? So we all know what Young Thug did to Lil Wayne, even from the shootout, the bus, like you said, putting him on the shelf. I remember when Pusha T put Flash Without the Fire, another multi-platinum rapper trapped and can't retire. I thought Wayne was fucking done. I thought he was done, and now the way you connecting the dots, it's like, wow. Did Young Thug?
Yeah, Drake. Look, Lil Wayne sat back in his boss chair and said, I got Drake. I got Nicki. I'm good.
So he was good. He was just waiting his time. But okay, so how deep does this go, in your opinion? Is this like a conversation over some yak with somebody in a real powerful position, like go look over there? Or has this been plotted like him knowing that? How does this go?
Yeah, this goes like this. The same nigga that connected you with the president to get you a pardon. That's the same people he has a person, a liaison that knows people that knows people that knows people. You know, every rich person got that one or two people that knows, that's in the know. And they pay them people very well to give them information first. They pay them people very well to give them connections first. And most importantly, they pay those people very well to spy and keep an eye on things. Who doing what? How they doing it? When can I catch them slipping? But most importantly, rich people can hire something so simple that black people haven't realized and don't utilize even now today. Private investigators. When you can hire private investigators to monitor somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, until they catch you in something, until they catch you red-handed. This is the level of gameplay. This is shit. It reminds me of Young and the Restless, like Victor Newman and Bold and the Beautiful and all of these rich moves. Like they were real criminals that wore suits every day at these They go to these corporations. They fake their debt. They pay to do this. They pay to do everything. They can pay to have surgery to augment themselves and look like this and all of these type of things. And you think this shit is only in the movies, but in actuality, it's really real. A person that has hundreds of millions of dollars at their disposal, that's an unlimited amount of wealth if you manage it right. Don't do like goddamn MC Hammer, okay? Don't do like Mike Tyson, okay? Don't be that stupid. Why? Because they had a whole bunch of niggas around them siphoning money off them, leeching money from them instead of bringing money to the pool. So they lost their hundreds of millions because they had the wrong people, places, and things around them. While other people keep their hundreds of millions and turn it into billions or more millions because they got the right team around them. So Lil Wayne always had an uncanny ability to align with the right people. He always had that sense of young boy. He always had that gift. Now, look where that gift has got him. The biggest artist he was once the biggest artist in the world. Now he has literally arguably two, the top male and top female artists in the world, except for Cardi B is really rivaling. You know, Nicki got a lot of rivals now.
Right.
But she made the way for everybody that's rivaling her. So they're not really her rivals, they're her sons.
Fact.
Right? You can't really rival Lil Wayne. And why? Because all of y'all tattoos on y'all face with the colorful dreads and the leopard print pants and the skinnies, all y'all get that from Lil Wayne. So they've already made their mark on the game so much that they're goated. They're Hall of Fame. All they got to do is just stay current. All they got to do is just stay, in the know. And when you look at it, this was like the perfect time that I tell people, you're going to know Lil Wayne did it if Lil Wayne drop a project. And Lil Wayne ain't going to drop the project until Young Thug is sitting behind that cane. Well, I'm telling you, if Lil Wayne drop a project, listen to it very carefully.
Man, no, it was another rapper around with Young Thug around the time of his, marching to superstardom that I was just thinking about, and that was Rich Homie Quan. And if you remember, Rich Homie Quan used to also kind of dress like that and do things, and then he just stopped, just cut it off, and he's been very silent. He still does music, and he's a dope rapper, but he stopped all that shit and ain't really talked about it. I want you to get into your bag right now and kind of, in your opinion, tell me why that is. If you know anything about Rich Homie Quan in that situation, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, Rich Homie Quan, he woke up. I'm not saying that, he's just a righteous person. I'm saying that he didn't want to, like, what that dude, Starship guy, he didn't let Birdman fucking for the deal. Birdman, listen, Young Thug let Birdman fucking for the deal. Fuck what y'all talking about. Y'all seen it in real time. This nigga wearing dresses, called them bae, and say he's smoking on his penis. Period. Any man, there is not one straight man who will ever profess that or ever call another man bae. He will never profess to smoking this man's wee-wee. And a heterosexual straight man will never align himself with wearing the ultimate symbol of femininity, and that's dresses, okay? Lipstick, makeup, and fingernail polish, all right? Now, once you add all of these things into the pool, with the long, extensive, over 2 decades worth of rumors of Birdman being a booty bandit, okay? It's always been in the rumor mill that Birdman been a booty bandit. Let's get it clear. I'm just saying rumors. We ain't saying it's true or not. I'm just saying what the rumor mill is and what I believe in is my personal opinion. That's all it is, my personal opinion. My personal opinion is them rumors don't follow you for years and years and years like R. Kelly, and it don't be true.
Right.
Okay? That's just my personal opinion. And them rumors don't follow you if you don't attract those type of energies. How can you attract you're a booty bandit and your gay energies if you're not, how can you attract those rumors if you're not actually moving in those circles for people to suspect you of those type of things? And you're not nipping the rumors in the bud. Remember that. You're not coming out and you run up on Charlamagne, but you ain't running up on nobody who calling you gay though. That's the problem I have, okay? You running up on Charlamagne talking about put some respect on my name, but what about the niggas that's actually saying, yo, man, Birdman, when Birdman like giving that birds to mans, okay? No, you ain't addressing none of them niggas. This is my other street nigga intuition that let me know, okay, that shit has some. But when I see you in the shower with the KY jelly and the white boy, that sealed it. Remember that. You were suspect. It was suspect when I see you kissing Lil Wayne back in the day before we had this social media. When you was kissing Lil Wayne in the mouth too much, I said that shit's some motherfucking rainbow booty boy shit, and I don't understand it. I don't even know why. They never did that shit until they got famous. I promise you. All right? Before they got famous, Lil Wayne and Birdman was not kissing in the mouth. They got interview after interview from Juvenile and the other artists on Cash Money to show you that's something that was new and was introduced once the fame came. Okay, now add that into the couple to the fact that Birdman has multiple people come out themselves and say he's molested me or he's done something sexual with me. Multiple boys, from Lil Twist to goddamn Starship God and more people, right? And when you and how people are just so afraid to even talk about it, right? But when you look at the evidence, you'll see, wait a minute, man, something's going on here because soon as this guy started coming in and calling you his gay lover, Birdman, Lil Wayne got shelved. And the rumor is that Lil Wayne was your longtime standing gay lover. Okay? Now, because remember when Lil Wayne sat on the BET Top couch and said, I'm the only one he's going to be kissing. Y'all remember that? Go back and look at the tape. BET couch when Lil Wayne said, I'm the only one Birdman going to be kissing because AJ and Free had asked Birdman and Lil Wayne on BET, on the BET couch, what's this is about, what's up with that kissing shit. Okay? So now you got this other nigga, Lil Wayne clone, same color Lil Wayne, Lil taller, got the dreads, everything, right? He a blood like Lil Wayne, right? Now he's calling you a lover, his lover. He's calling you his babe. He's calling you his boo, right? So you try to tell me two people, Starship guy that said you fucked him for the deal. Starship guy said you sucked his dick for the deal and got rich gang tatted on his fucking cheek, big as fuck. Why would a black male get rich gang tatted on his cheek and say, Birdman fucked me for the deal? If some of it, part of it, you trying to tell me he's tweaking for that much clout that he'll tat rich gang on his cheek forever? He'll tat it on his cheek forever and come out and say you fucked him. So with that being said, you add those pieces of the puzzle together. Now add how those rumors been following him. Now add how Young Thug adds on to the rumor, coming out wearing a dress, wearing the makeup, calling them babe, calling them lover, saying fuck Lil Wayne, beefing with his other lover like two females. When Young Thug came in the game, Lil Wayne was jealous like a female. I remember it. I was like, why are Wayne and Thug not making music together? Why are Wayne and Thug not? I think they did one or two songs together, and that was some throwaway songs they did together. But I was wondering why Lil Wayne wasn't making songs with Young Thug. Why Lil Wayne, baby, the whole YFCMB and everybody, Drake and everybody. You never see Drake and Young Thug really do a song together. You never see Nicki and Young Thug ever do a song together. You never see YFN and Young Thug do a song together. All of the allies of Lil Wayne that are really, really close to Lil Wayne, you don't never see them do a song with Young Thug. That's how you know it was some real pick a side shit when it came to Young Thug and Lil Wayne. And now that you see this happening, I'm like, ooh, Lil Wayne, you motherfucker, you got enough connection to get the president to get you a pardon from a fucking federal jail time. You got enough power to get the president of the United States to get you out of jail, bro. Understand the level of power that is when you got the power over the president. When you got the power to move the president, the police ain't shit, my nigga. You have the power to move presidents. So, if Young Thug is really doing dirt, all Lil Wayne had to do was just capitalize on the dirt that Young Thug was already doing. And that's what this feel like to me. It feel like, hey, man, it's been a long time coming. They've been watching you for a while now. They made sure they watch you for a while now so that they can get you red-handed. They made sure they got some witnesses against you so that they can get you some more red-handed. And now, Young Thug, you're going to have to either pull a 6ix9ine or do time, period. 6ix9ine or do time. Wallow just told your duck ass on the show, stop doing what you're doing. They was trying to give you messages like Fat Joe tried to give 6ix9ine before the fit. See, them niggas be police to me, man.
Yeah.
Them niggas be Freemasons, them niggas be police to me, man. You feel me? Because they make police moves. Jim Jones make police type moves. These niggas make police type. I'm from the real streets. Real street niggas don't never make the moves that these niggas be making because real street niggas are still poverty in the streets.
Right.
When you make it out the streets and enter wealth and fame, the fucking coin flips and the tail now becomes the head, and you no longer can do what the tail used to do because you are now the head of the fucking family. And the head of the family is the breadwinner, and the breadwinner can't get his hands dirty, but he sure can get the police to get his hands dirty for him.
Powerful. Appreciate that. I want to segue real quick to another Rico case, unfortunately, and that's Cassanova. Now he did plead guilty to his Rico case. I'm not sure when he gets sentenced. If he did get sentenced yet, I'm not sure. Did he get sentenced yet?
Let's pay attention to the timeline. This is where he come from. Rock Nation. They told you that Jay-Z with the Feds. They told you that Jay-Z working with the Feds. They told you Meek Mill working with the Feds. They told you. Look what they did, Bobby Shmurda. Feds came, got him, sat him down for 6 years. He came out popping that pussy. He came out popping it for pimp, nigga. He came out popping it for pimp, cooning and buffooning. That nigga came up cooning and buffooning like never before. That boy was really in them streets. They said, "Oh no, young man, no, young man. This is on this in this arena over here. We only portray the streets. We really don't live it, my nigga. It's only a marketing tool to make money off of poor people. Okay." And so when they arrested Bobby Shmurda, they showed you what NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy got pinched by the hip hop police. Next thing you know, he liked to wear makeup. You could go right now. Go Google 6ix9ine on Instagram selling his soul to the Illuminati. You can go it right now and go on Instagram and see 6ix9ine with a nigga pointing at him like a Freemason, saying, "Hey y'all, I'm selling my soul to the Illuminati for $7.5 million." And DJ Academics is the one that is saying that he's selling his soul to the Illuminati. And DJ Academics said that he's been to the Illuminati parties. And they don't invite you to the Illuminati party unless you're a candidate or a prospect for population control and manipulation. They with the shits, bro. You see what old boy did. When you see what his name is, Juice WRLD. Go Google, y'all. Google Juice WRLD sells his soul to the Illuminati on Instagram. They always posting on Instagram. A picture is worth 1,000 words, people. And guess what? Those pictures are on Instagram. Now, he goes, Juice WRLD is on. He said, "Hey, y'all, I'm selling my soul to the Illuminati. When I'm finished, I'm going to be rich as fuck." He's dressed in all white. Do you know in ancient times that all white actually means death? The all white parties that Puffy throw every year. The all white this and the all white. Do you know that? And why does it mean that? Because it represents purity of sacrifice. This is why you got to be a lamb as white as snow in the Bible, right? A lamb without blemish. They consider that. They consider purity something that is as white as snow, without color, right? That which is without stain or blemish, right? And so, but in actuality, in ancient times, it actually means death and sacrifice. So you got Juice WRLD with the all white on, marching down the shelves and saying, "Hey y'all, just Google it. Juice WRLD sells his soul to the Illuminati on Instagram." Fucking think I'm lying, but Google got it right there. They put it in plain sight. They don't hide it, nigga. I'm saying some shit. I'm not saying some fucking shit you got to go buy in a book. Just use your Google fingers, right? And Juice WRLD walking down the steps in the beach. In California, the beach, the circle is lit with nothing but fiery candles and shit. He said, and it's him, it's G Herbo, it's Trippie Redd, and there's one other young celebrity nigga with him, and it's Juice WRLD, and they're all on the beach doing it in their little, they look like they on some weird ritual shit. And he said, "All right, y'all, I'm about to sell my soul to the Illuminati. When I'm done, I'm gonna be rich as fuck." That's what he tell them. Next thing you know, Juice WRLD did. Boom. Look at that boy, Young Dolph, Juice WRLD cousin. 300 Entertainment. The 300 Entertainment shit, hey bro, the sacrifices must go on. The sacrifices, they call it the 300. Remember the movie 300? The Committee of 300. Why you think they call it 300 Entertainment, y'all? Come on, man, y'all gotta put these pieces of the puzzle together. Y'all gonna get lost in the sauce, bro. So listen to this. Your boy, who that was got sacrificed. That they say got sacrificed.
You talking about Dolph, not the old Limpsey.
Yeah, Dolph. Yeah, Juice WRLD cousin Dolph. Go back and look at the Dolph footage right before he gets sacrificed, or right before he appears to get sacrificed. His album is called the Illuminati Paper something, whatever what it's called. What his album was called, SamAnt?
I don't even remember, honestly, man. I ain't even listened to the brother.
Young Dolph's album right before he died, his last album right before he died was called the Illuminati something.
I'll look at it right now.
I think it was called Illuminati. Young Dolph's last album. Let me hold on real quick. Young Dolph. Yeah, man, young and look at notice how they always call themselves young. Notice how they always call themselves Lil. Or notice how they always don't never associate themselves with manhood. And
Yeah.
those who do associate themselves with manhood, like Dame Dash, you don't see him in the spotlight no more.
Right.
Because he don't want to wear the pink. Dame Dash didn't want to wear the pink. Dame Dash don't want to wear the dress. Dame Dash don't want to sign the gay rapper. Dame Dash out of there. But Jay Z will. Jay Z will get in that pink. But I always tell you, Jay Z is Hollywood royalty. When's the last humiliation that Jay Z and Beyonce ever had? But
Right.
Young Dolph last album, it was called Paper. Last album was called
I got a couple of them. It's one is Rich Slave, and then there was another one called Paper Route. No. Hold on, I'm bugging. It was called
yeah Paper Route,
Paper
Paper
Route
Route
Illuminati.
Empire,
Illuminati. Yep.
Paper Route Illuminati.
Yep.
It was called Paper Route Illuminati. It was one called that. Before that was called Rich Slave.
Yep. Yep.
He lets you know he's a puppet. Bro, they can't tell it to you no plain. And remember, art mimics real life, people. Art mimics real life. All right. If he's telling you he's a rich slave, believe he's a rich slave. All right. And his cousin is Juice World. They signed on the same label. They both dead. They both put imagery out there that actually implies that they sold their soul in a deal. And now look at it. Okay, so I'm just showing you a pattern so you can see. You ready for the statistic? It is mathematically impossible for these things to be happening and it only be a coincidence.
Wow.
It's mathematically. Do you know it's mathematic? Do you know the mathematical probability, the mathematical improbability? Excuse me, that would have to happen in order for all of these rappers' family members to be dying right after they get deals. For all of these rappers to be dying in an executed, ritualistic murder, satanic style way on these astrological dates and these astrological times, right? It's mathematically impossible for all of these things to be aligning so perfectly. Life and nature doesn't go like that.
Mm,
Only a plan can go like that.
mm,
My dad used to always tell me, I love it when a plan come together. My partner, Cottrell, used to always tell me, it all come together like butt cheeks. You understand me? And when it comes together, understand it was a plan. Okay? Nothing is coincidence. This shit is WWE. You don't know if these dudes dying for real. You don't know. You was at their funeral? No. Or you was at Kevin Samuels' funeral? No, motherfucker. Well, how the fuck you know he did it? You don't know what the motherfucking powers that be tell us. Okay? And I'm cool with that. They say he did, motherfucker, you did. Fuck it. Something had to happen for them to have to announce your death on motherfucking TV and shit. You feel me? Something had going on with your shit. They announcing your death on TV. So you feel so that's how I look at it. If they say he did, then in the world of if this is the Truman Show, then motherfucker he did. All right. So that's how I look at shit. And so this is the Truman Show, motherfucker. He arrested, and this motherfucker about to go to jail for some Rico shit. The conspiracy theory shit. You can add that shit to it, but I'm just noticing patterns of behavior that you can physically go see for yourself without that conspiracy theory shit. I can go see him in a dress. I can go see him kiss a man. I can go see him do the things that I'm talking about. I'm not speaking about some shit I'm putting on my ass. I'm only putting decades worth of patterns together because I grew up off you dudes' music. Remember, I used to listen to you niggas when I was in my adolescent and my teenage and my adult years. You niggas was my motherfucking. At one point in time, you niggas was something I looked up to because of the money and the cars and the jewelry and the thing. But as time went on, you niggas stayed the same,
yeah.
and I changed. That's it. I changed. You niggas stay the same. You still rap about lean. You still rap about drugs. You still rapping about money, cars, clothes, hoes. I'm not on that level no more. That's all it is. When you put away the childish thing and become a man, you quit the childish shit. You feel me? So I'm just noticing all of this weird, strange, sick, odd shit going on in the motherfucking industry. And all of these celebrities who are coming out like Cat Williams, you
Mm,
know, And I think Cat Williams with the shit, but just because you with the shit don't mean you can't speak out against the shit when you mad or you know how employers speak out against Walmart when Walmart treating them wrong. Motherfucker, you can't go on strike in the Illuminati, motherfucker. What if the Illuminati treating y'all wrong? Y'all can go on strike in the Illuminati and say Illuminati treating us wrong. They make us do all these fucking sacrifices and we still dying in our 50s. We need to do something about this shit.
Right.
Y'all selling y'all souls, still dying in y'all 50s. Nigga selling if I'm gonna sell some soul shit, nigga, y'all you gonna let me die so I'm dead, bitch.
Yeah,
and I'm just gonna put in work for you.
Yeah, I'm seeing some shit. 175.
Yeah, I've seen you 70. God damn, you motherfuckers can't even make it to out your 50s.
Yeah, that's crazy. You brought up Kevin Samuels, and I know a couple of weeks ago when we were supposed to do this, we were going to talk about him, and obviously it's here and it's going. It is what it is. But I do want to bring up in wake of his passing, the divide that we clearly saw. Absolutely, black men and black women, black men and black women. We seen the divide like no other. We seen women rejoicing in his death. We seen men defending him like he was their savior. It was crazy. What do you think about that whole thing, that the divide that we seen? If in your opinion it was a divide, I'm just speaking on my behalf. But what do you think about that dynamic?
A much needed divide. Before it get greater later, it got to get worse first. Before we can move forth as a healed people, we gotta heal ourselves as a people. And how are we gonna heal ourselves as a people if we don't identify the main thing that's causing the fucking problem? So I told you I'm a man of patterns. I'm a man of numbers, and I analyze the truth from the messenger, Kevin Samuels. I call him a messenger because he spoke to 1.5 million people and more. That's a message. Okay? He was speaking a message, and if you analyze the message he was speaking, take away his background, take away he was this, he was that, just analyze the words he was saying out of his mouth. And that's what I go by the Bible. When the Bible says in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. I believe that. I believe our words are our God. And so when the words I heard him speak out of his mouth, I sought to see, and let me see if they add up and if they were true. And by golly, they were. And this is before his death.
Right.
But his death really pulled the rug off of it. Because you know how when somebody hating on you, you can be like, nah, man, they just tripping right now. They don't really feel like that about me. They don't are with me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Sorry, hold on.
No, you good, brother.
My bad. Hold up.
No, you good. No doubt. Got shot.
So,
Top news, you good?
Yeah, my bad. So,
no, you good, brother.
So the crazy part about it is that, I seen what Kevin Samuels, what it did, because, I don't care how much you go look at any other race, you cannot find white women celebrating the death of white men, and white men dog the fuck out of white women, way worse than what the only thing black men get mud thrown at them for the most is how we treat ourselves and the cheating thing. Right. The white community is plagued with pedophilia. The white community is plagued with sexual deviance. The white community is plagued with so many atrocities under their belt, and their white women go above and beyond the call of duty to protect those atrocities. We don't commit even much half of those atrocities, and we don't even get the benefit of the doubt. You understand me? When you go into the Hispanic community, the Hispanic woman goes above and beyond all the shit them cartels doing, all the shit all the shit that these Hispanic men are doing. Those women go above and beyond the call of duty to protect those men in whatever they're doing, right or wrong. When you look into the Italians, those Italian women protected those Italian men. When you look at those Arab women protect those Arab men. You ain't about to speak about my Arab man or any kind of that. I'm going to submit to him, and I'm going to make sure this shit get popping, and he can have as many wives as he fucking want. And look, you go back and you look at all of the rape, the white woman with the white man. You go look at the Chinese woman with the Chinese man and the Japanese woman with the Japanese man. Go and look. And all of them, all of the women protect their men. Whenever their men are in the trenches, they are in the trenches with them. Ride or die. They didn't let welfare say, "Oh, I'm gonna leave that nigga alone." They ain't let motherfucker. They ain't let nigga come. They ain't let remember, because when they tried the same things on other cultures, but just like the statistics showed you, when they tried to dismantle the Hispanic man and give the Hispanic woman welfare, the Hispanic woman refused the welfare, nigga, and rolled with her Hispanic man, and they built a whole nother fucking system within themselves and created something called what? The Hispanic culture, right? And they got their own system going because they refused, and they rolled with them, man. When they try to do it to the Chinese people and the Japanese people with the World War II, the women rolled with the men. They try to give the women welfare. They try to give the women food stamps. The women said, "No, we're gonna ride with our men," and they grew their food. When you go and look at the Indian culture, they try to do it to the Indians. The Indian women said no. They killed the Indian niggas and everything. And the Indian women died with them. Went to motherfucker, right? When you get into our culture, it's when the experiment happened on us, that didn't happen to us. When the white, whatever you want to call enemies, the European enemies, I call it the European because white is so broad. So European enemies moved in. Guess what? We laid up there, and our women accepted the welfare. Our women abandoned the ship. That is something that has to be addressed, because now that very ship that they abandoned and that very house that they abandoned is on fire. And last time I checked, they lived there too. Last time I checked, they lived there too. So I look at it like a tree. Who is the root of the family tree? The woman. The woman is the root of all family trees. She has the mitochondrial DNA, and therefore our genetics can't be tracked if it were not for us tracking it through her.
Fact.
Okay, this is science. So if she is the genetic marker, the genetic foothold, the genetic stronghold and cornerstone of our people, and she's corrupt, then the whole tree corrupt. It's called the fruit of the poisonous tree theory in law. If the tree corrupt, then everything that comes from the tree corrupt. Last time I checked, black men, we are from that tree. No wonder we're corrupt. Look at remember, Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, a nation cannot rise no higher than its female. Remember, black women hold a lot of power, but they haven't stepped fully into the accountability of the power that they hold. So therefore, they'll say, "Oh, because it's this and that, and it's that and this." Wait a minute. It don't cost nothing to work on self. You don't gotta blame nobody. Just work on self. Everybody gonna see you working on yourself, and when everybody see you working on yourself, they're gonna work on themselves. Why? Because you are the mother of civilization, Lucy. When you get right, the world get right. Period. And it is safe to say that because we know and we can scientifically, genetically trace every white, black, Hispanic, and Asian ethnicity to one source, and that source is you, black woman. So let's look at the state of the black woman today. Okay? If you look at the state of the black woman today, we can understand why our nation has risen no higher than our woman. So now we're in a level, and something has been birthed called a red pill. Something has been birthed called a manosphere. In order to wake a woman up, women really can't wake women up, bro. No. Why? Because women are in this subconscious forever competition with other women. When you see women waking up, you see the movies, when you look at the movies, it is rarely you see the movie where the woman sensei went to the female sensei. I mean, where the woman pupil went to the female sensei and became the strongest, whatever. Right? It's rare you see that.
Right.
When you look at the family dynamic, we were built to be the head of the family. We're made the biggest. We're made the strongest. We we start off, remember, we start off at the bottom and we have to work our way to the top. Women start off at the top and they got to work their way to the bottom. It's all the way completely simple mathematics.
Mm.
The X chromosome 5 times larger than the Y chromosome. The X chromosome has 5 times more genetic variability, meaning the black woman can make a more variety of species than the black man. The black man, when he go into a woman, that baby has a possibility of coming out like him.
Right.
Right? But there's always a possibility that the female gene can still make it come out to what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it not so with a black woman. You go in that black woman, that baby coming out, you already know.
I look just like my mom.
You feel me? So understanding their power and how their power has been robbed from them, and instead of confronting the people who robbed them of their power, they're confronting the people who are actually become victims of their power. The black man has become the victim of black female empowerment due to the feminist movement. Remember, in the 1960s, they hit us with a program.
Mm-hmm.
That program was called the Pan-African program, bro.
Mm.
Go look it up. Before the 60s, there's life before the 60s and life after the 60s, and it's 2 different black lives.
Right.
The black life after the 60s was this integration. We don't have to have this different water fountains no more. Take your dollar out of the black community, no Black Wall Street type, thing that was going on. And slowly but surely, they convinced through feminism convinced the black woman that she was in the white woman's position when she never was. The white woman was fighting because she was bored. The white woman was at home bored being a homemaker and didn't want to be a homemaker anymore. She wanted to be a masculine. She wanted to have a masculine position over her man.
Right.
And therefore birthed the feminist movement, the birth of the white woman's war against the white man. But she knew she couldn't beat no white man because she's a white woman. If anything, is saying, well, damn it, women are weak. What you think white women are? Why you think pimps tell you that white women are the best hoes?
Mm.
Okay, go ask any pimp from Pimp Ken to motherfucking Dime Bishop Magic Wand. They'll tell you the best hoes are the white hoes. They can go where the black hoe can't go.
Mm.
Okay, when it comes to getting this white money.
Right.
Now, so seeing that, how's she gonna beat that white man? She can't beat that white man. So guess what? I'm about to go get somebody that can beat him, though.
Mm.
But I gotta make her think the way I think. I gotta make her feel the way I feel about my man, about her man. Now, guess what? They did what all white girls did what all white girls do. What they did? They backdoored her. They got her to believe that the black man was her enemy, like the white man was her enemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And got her to buy into that. Now black women talking about, oh, my women are independent. Wait a minute, that ain't your that ain't your story, right? So you literally seen the warlike pattern of usurping of the black man from the household. The black man got attacked from all fronts to get out of the household, to get him to rid him once and for all out of the household and ostracized in the society, right? It has worked so swell, well and great that without black men in the home, our black boys have turned out, and most of them now are on some straight up non-productive beta male homo shit.
Yep.
I remember when I was coming up, the alpha male game was so lit, you couldn't just walk around and be like that and just bust no nigga eyes like that. Mm-hmm. There was a respect level that said you kept that shit in your house, you kept that shit in your closet. When these real niggas out here in these streets, real niggas out here in these presents, it ain't like that no more. Now you got them everywhere, running every aspect of life, and you see the war against the black man. You see the war against the black man is heavy, and they've even employed the black woman against him in the war, because now the black woman says, you know what, nigga, I don't need you. The white woman ain't saying I don't need no white man.
Right.
Remember that? The white woman ain't saying that. The white woman knows she can still go to her white daddy her white mama, her white brother, her white cousin, and get some white help with white privilege. You understand me? While we want our children out the house by 18, they got to get gone. They got to get ghosts. On your own, you little young stupid motherfucker. You understand? So we are brainwashed. We are whitewashed. Black people, we are whitewashed, right? And it starts, remember, it starts with the root of our civilization. Black men, we are the branches, we are the trees, we are the leaves, we are the fruit, we are the light, the sun, we are above the ground. The root is below the ground. The root is what keeps the tree planted in the ground. The Bible says that ye should be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. But how you gonna be like a tree if your root is rotten? Our black women don't like their hair. Our black women don't love themselves on no type of level, which means we're birthing black children that don't love themselves. And now black men even are waking up out of this slumber saying, wait a minute, we know subconsciously, black men, we know that life is about survival. Life is about moving forward. Life is about being fruitful and multiplying. How can we be fruitful and multiplying if our specimen to multiply within is not sufficient enough in the terms of birthing healthy children, right? When it comes to birthing healthy children, we're going to seek the best, healthiest option. You feel me? The best, healthiest option is not a single mother with 3 kids. That is not the healthiest option for birthing a new child, especially for a man who doesn't have children.
Right.
You understand? When a woman is in that 32, 33, 34, 35 area, and she's still not married and she still ain't got no kids, there is a stain on her jacket. The older she gets, the more her looks fade. So that's why you get them. That's why they say you get them at a certain age. But if we don't just abide by these laws of nature, we don't even respect these laws of nature. We're so whitewashed that we don't even believe what the white folks say about shit no more. We so fucked up. We don't believe niggas. We don't believe white. We don't believe nothing. All we do is just point fingers.
Fact.
You know what I mean? And seeing that celebration, but there's never been a black man unified celebration of black female dying. I've never seen black men come together and saying, "Kumbaya, the bitch is dead. The black bitch is dead." You know, there's nobody who marries black women more than black men. Okay, there's nobody who protects black women more than black men. Even though they've been usurped out of the home, we still find a way to still be a factor. You feel me? And the fact that we are waking up to the fact that we are valuable. The fact that we are waking up and seeing that, no, this house not gonna get ran right if we let you just run it. We let you just run it. My boy gonna come out wearing a dress, and my girl gonna come out thinking she have a dick if I let you run my house. You can't run my house, my nigga. You see what's happening when we leave the house. When the cat's away, the mice will play, my nigga. 80% of us going out of the home. Now 80% of our boys are wearing thongs, nigga. What you talking about?
Yeah.
So I completely 100% understood the message that was coming out of his mouth. The message that was coming out of his mouth was the black delusion, the delusion of black men conforming to the delusions of black women. Remember, a black man was supposed to stand up and say, take them fucking stupid ass eyelashes off your fucking face. A black man was supposed to stand up and say, no, I don't fuck, man, that phone ass weave out here. I don't even fuck with bras that got weave, nigga.
Right.
You see, a black man was supposed to set standards too. It takes 2 to tango. But one thing that guaranteed that happened that we seen is that when the war popped off, she abandoned the ship. And now that shit has been abandoned for quite some time, and we're coming into a crisis level recognition, a crisis level emergency that says if we don't start reproducing some strong, healthy, productive babies and children, that plan that these people got on us gonna work, because it's always been working so far. And so, you know, I thank Kevin Samuels for sparking that divide, because he wouldn't have been able to do that if that was not present in black women's emotions. Yeah. Kevin Samuels, that wouldn't have not been able to get that or provoke that from black women if black women really didn't feel like that. But there's a big old part of black women that hate black men. Period.
Yeah.
The whole world hates the black man. There is not one man, one creature on the face of the planet that is more, tell them, baby, there's not one creature on the face of the planet that is more valuable, but yet more hated.
Facts.
When we remember, when we can't afford the baby, they put us in jail. When they can't afford the baby, they put them in a public housing, nigga, affordable housing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm.
When we can't get a job, nigga, yeah, they put us in jail. When they can't get a job, they create a grant or a program. So understand the war. And when you understand the war, you have to know that your main powerful piece on the chessboard is the queen, nigga.
Facts.
But make no mistake, the game of chess cannot be played without the king.
Can't be won without him
I
either.
can play a nigga without my queen right now. If I'm skillful enough, I can win.
Right.
But you cannot play without the king. And right now, we're living in a society where the queens think they can play without the kings, and they stupid for that. That's dumb. This life is chessboard. Life is chess moves. Make your next move your best move. Choose wisely. But we can't choose wisely if our portals that's bringing in black souls constantly is washing the black souls with the program of what white folks project us to be.
Mm.
You can't have your black daughter growing up seeing mamas like this. You can't have your black son growing up and seeing fathers like this. So in order to correct that, who do you got to go to? You must address the problem at hand. The elephant in the room got to get addressed at first. And the elephant in the room that got to get addressed at first is that black women, you are the cornerstone of our nation. If our tree is corrupt, that means our root is corrupt. And we have to heal our roots. The name of the movie is called Roots. So when you understand that the black woman is the root of our civilization, you'll understand why the mother nature and the universe has a movement that's moving to wake her up. In the movie, The Matrix, the red pill woke Neo up.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So understand why it's called a red pill. A red pill meant to wake you up. And black women, y'all sleep. Y'all think y'all not powerful, but y'all way more powerful than what y'all are. Y'all can control the narrative, the sexual narrative, and get respect. Y'all can, all of the things that you really truly want to leverage, you can get it. All you gotta do is just step into your femininity and stop thinking your dick bigger than mine.
Mm. Powerful words from eternal prophet, immortal RA. I call him the Chakra Doctor, my man on Viral Hip Hop News, man. Let them know where they could find you, where they could tap in with you at, all the content you have going on, as well as all the events you got going on, brother. Let the people know right goddamn now.
Yeah, my bad, yo.
No, you good, brother.
What you
Did you
said?
hear me? I would say let the people know where they can find you. Let the people know about the event in Houston. Let the people know where they can grab your content, brother. The floor is yours.
Yes, sir. The event in Houston, like I told you before, y'all be seeing it on the flyer. ChakraDoctor.org. You know what I mean? Come get your exemptions. Come get your miracle food. Come get your miracle tea. Come get your health. I'm all about health being your wealth. I'm all about black people living to. I feel like if you live to make it to be 100, there's no way you can get it wrong for 100 years. Eventually, you're gonna get it right. But if we dying when we 50, we're not seeing we were dying too early, and we're not seeing our full potential live into old age of wisdom. And so and the thing that's gonna get us there is our health. And I'm all about our health, activating your chakras, heals your heart, cleansing with miracle food, rids your body of all parasites and viruses and things of that nature that one might call chronically ill or incurable diseases. I don't believe in incurable disease. Dr. Sebi is my teacher. He didn't believe in incurable disease. In the same way Dr. Sebi was healing people of incurable diseases, I heal people of incurable diseases. I have the heart mat to prove my Fca Yoga. Everything that I have receipts for, and I come from a scientific, logical level. I don't come from a level of emotion. I don't come from a level of ulterior motive. I come from a level of healing and being straightforward, direct, blunt, and honest. So catch me at chakradoctor.org. You can catch me on Instagram, chakradoctor_. You can catch me at 818-429-1675. Catch me on Facebook, Chakra Doctor. And yeah, man, anything else, you can just Google me. I'm very Googleable, and the rest is history.
My man, we definitely appreciate, I definitely appreciate your time. The people definitely appreciate your time. And we will be back in the next couple of weeks to do the goddamn thing again. So if you're not tapped into Viral Hip Hop News, if you're not tapped into Chakra Dr. TV, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and tap in with us so that you can get the alerts when we're doing this again. But until next time, brother, much love. Always much love, man. And I'll check you all next time, man. Peace.
Peace.